Let me take you back to 2014 when I was tutoring enterprise operations and enterprise management at a top business school in Lagos, Nigeria. I had a student, let's just call him Mr. R. I'm sure he knows himself. He was an Indian national, incredibly smart, and had an impressive background. He had an MBA, an MSc, and he was the CEO of a thriving multinational. I like that he was smart, but there was one problem. Ta-da-da-da. He just didn't want to listen. Every time I taught a concept in business strategy module, Mr. R will counter it every single time. At first I thought, okay, maybe he's just having a different perspective, or maybe he just really wants me to have a conversation. And sometimes he actually did, but other times it was way off track. And guess what? That didn't discourage me, it actually foiled me. If Mr. R was going to challenge everything I had to say, I was going to out-prepare him. So I burned the midnight oil, I studied harder, I ensured I was always 2 steps ahead. I genuinely enjoyed the challenge, I enjoyed the conversations that came from Mr. R. Now here's the twist. I wasn't just debating with Mr. R for fun. I actually really wanted him to learn. That's why I'm a tutor, right? When he was right, I acknowledged it. But when he was wrong, I carefully guided him to the right perspective. But he was so determined to always be right. Maybe it was because of his degrees. Maybe it was because of his age. He was way much older than I was. While I was just 25 at the time, or going on 26, maybe it was also because of his position. He was already a CEO of a thriving multinational. I was just in junior management. Hey, whatever the reason, he just wouldn't budge. But came exam time, everyone in my class passed except Mr. R. It wasn't something I liked. It wasn't something I celebrated. In fact, I wanted a 100% pass rate. But deep down, I knew exactly what had happened. It felt to me like his lack of humility had cost him. But here's where the story gets interesting. A few months later, a new batch of students arrived. And guess who worked into my class? It was Mr. R, you're right. Only this time, something had changed. Gone was the overconfidence. He was calmer. He was more open, he was more receptive, he was more open-minded. He still contributed to discussions, he wasn't entirely quiet, but this time he actually listened. In fact, it was almost like he would tell other people, just listen to her, she knows what she's saying. Your guess is as good as mine. Mr. R passed the course with really high scores this time around. He wasn't just grateful for my tutoring, he was grateful for the lesson in humility.